for those who don't pay attention, the South Carolina primaries was held, and Donald Trump had 60% of the vote against Nikki Haley, who was a governor of South Carolina. So for him to beat her like that in her home state, what the fuck is going on? Like,
I'll tell you exactly what's going on. I've said it before. I've said it on the show before. America is more sexist than it is racist.
You think it was purely sex based?
100%. He's a brazen white man. And this is Nikki Haley we talking about. Like, of course, yeah, 100%. That's all that happened.
Yep. You know what this is? This is not a movement. It's the only thing moving, huh? Dig that? Okay, oh yes, the war is coming. The gap keep growing with the wealthy and the slumming. So I use my mental riches for digits to keep them running till my chips come around. Yup, like a Funyun, bite down, get a taste of that Midwest flavor. While I'm at it, let Mr. Rogers just shout out to my neighbors. I ain't mention the journal when I say wake up, get paper. Not talking about Kobe when they mention a Great Lake.
Alright, y'all ready to get started?
Let's do it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Unlabeled. I'm your illustrious host, Jerome Williams. I got my good brother Kendall Watson in the building, my good brother Sidney Blaze, my good brother Montre Browns, and my good sister Leslie Brown. If that's y'all first time listening, if it's y'all first time tuning in, and y'all wondering what the hell y'all listening to or why y'all listening to us, let me run it down for you right quick. So I got my good sister Leslie Brown. She's a mother of two. She works for one of the premier black advertising agencies in Hollywood, and you know, she's been around, HBCU graduate. You know, she does her thing, so she's very well informed. You know what I mean? So we also got my good brother Sidney Blaze in the building. You know, he's an entrepreneur. Two-time entrepreneur, you know what I mean? My brother runs it up. So we come in here and we be humble a lot of times. So I just want to kind of let y'all know what it is and what the experiences that y'all.
We working, baby.
Yeah, we working. So my good brother Sidney Blake, like I said, two-time entrepreneur. He's also delved into a myriad of activities. Some maybe allegedly. Some may be legal, some may not be. But
statute of limitations, dog.
Statute of limitations. So, but yeah, and we also got my good brother Montre Brown, also another entrepreneur. Montre business does how many million y'all do a year, Montre?
We actually up to like 1 million a year.
Yeah, about one. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Like, listen. So like I said, but the experiences that we have on the show, we come from a wealth of knowledge, but it's a more intriguing point that I want to get to as far as the experiences. We also got my good brother Kendall Watson in the building. You know what I mean? I've introduced him over the years very well on this podcast, but I'm going to kind of take it back to the beginning. Like I said, this brother has also inspired me to look to what I want to say, like help me get conscious, help me get woke. You know what I mean? Over the years, with his wealth of knowledge and things that we've gone through in our black community, this my brother has helped me along the way. And also, Kendall is a college graduate. He works in corporate America. Very well educated brother. So if this is y'all first time listening, that is my introduction to my co-host that y'all have been familiar with over the last 3 years and probably don't have enough insight into their life. But I just want to give y'all a little bit of that. And like I said, we come here every week and we kind of be humble. But I want y'all to big up yourselves because y'all, I'm very proud of my people. I'm very proud of my brothers and sisters, relationships that we built over the years. We've known each other for 20 years. We are from the same community, but I just want to let them know that I love them and I appreciate them. And I love them and appreciate them and what they bring to the show. So for you,
love your back.
Yeah. So everybody,
what's that? Happy birthday too, man. Happy
Blessings. Happy birthday.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, but y'all gotta stop being so humble and come here and talk y'all shit. Just let these people know.
No, I don't want nobody. I ain't talking shit because motherfuckers gonna start begging. I just got people to stop motherfuckers.
Wait. You might be on to something because let me tell y'all me something. Just because I'm a little on the big girl side, I mean I give out money, so y'all stay y'all asses over there because I don't trick.
say Texas where?
Okay, so I just want to let y'all know. Moi, no money. Y'all know. So play with somebody else. Cause that be people always make it like just cause you on the big side, that big bitches be having to pay niggas and like, no, get it twisted. The little hoes pay too. But Big Mama up here Don't do that.
Let them know.
Nope.
I hate y'all so much. I don't know how this.
I'm just saying.
How this went off the rails so fast.
Because you know we, hey, you just gotta throw that in there.
This is what we do.
Y'all so
throw that in there.
You definitely got to throw that in there. And let it be known. But I thought only big white women tricked. I didn't think it was big black women.
I don't know.
No,
that ain't true. Like your child.
That ain't true.
Oh, that's not.
I ain't about to fight with y'all.
No, it's the big women in period.
It's the big women period. Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
Not that one.
Not this one.
They them the ones with the discretionary tax returns.
No, that ain't me. Hey, I be on the 50 floor eating hibachi, looking at him.
Hey, Leslie, you don't qualify for big woman no more, so you can't.
All right, man.
Either way,
but
my
anyway,
money is my money, boo.
But anyway,
you definitely ain't in the big back club. You
don't qualify no more.
Them shoulders getting a little skinny over there, huh?
Narrow as a fish.
But anyway,
I've been working out.
So anyway, outside of that, how are each and every one of y'all doing? Either one of y'all can start first.
I'm good. I've narrowed my therapist search down to 3 African American women. So I just got to do a little more background on these ladies. And then, guys, I'm going to start therapy. Just kind of want to sort some things out of my life. And I'm not ashamed to say that. And I want to say that. So for anybody else that's listening and people like, forget that shit, black people don't need therapy. Yes, we do. And every black person I know that has gone to therapy said that was the best decision that they've ever made. So I want to be able what's been going on with me. My kids didn't give me a hard time the last couple of mornings. So we've been good. We have been doing wonderful.
That's good.
That's dope.
I'm happy for you and your therapist search, because that's definitely key to self growth and self improvement. I say it all the time,
and that is so hard. I didn't realize how hard it was to search. Like this is a job in itself.
Yeah, because it's not a lot of black therapists in that field, and if they
Kendall spoke about it before. He said it wasn't easy finding a good therapist. And that shit, it's different for every person.
Yeah.
You can't just go to anybody.
No, not at all. And like I said, even if you find one and it ain't working out, if you ain't getting the results that you desire, I encourage you to find somebody that's a good fit for you.
Sis, are you doing virtual or are you going person to person?
I want to sit on the couch. I don't want to be. I want to be in your face, like so. I don't have any distractions. Like I really want it to be that that one-on-one for real intimacy. Mm-hmm. Like I want to sit in your face and get to it. So
it's a different experience in person.
Yeah,
I'm sure. Yeah,
it is. I did both. It's a different experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm probably doing some ugly crying. I'm ready. Yeah. I'm ready.
I would definitely suggest.
I'm gonna wait a few years and go get some shit off my chest.
Yeah, I would definitely suggest going in person. You gotta fill out that energy. You know what I mean? So I definitely would suggest going in person. But Blake, you say you're gonna wait a few years and get some.
Them bitches out in the NDA. Bitch, as soon as I come here, hey, sign this fucking real quick, partner.
Well, they already got that professional.
Yeah, it's client privilege.
I don't trust them. I don't trust them.
It's client privilege though. They can't really.
No, they can't do that shit.
They can only do that like if you actively doing some shit, that's
well.
Well, you're not foolish enough to say
it. Kendall, you've used therapy before. What was your experiences like?
Oh yeah. I was going to therapy because of something that happened with a car accident where a kid had died. You know what I'm saying? So it affected me in that way. But I was just basically saying people go for different reasons. But I think you should treat it as like as if you were dating somebody to commit. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to make sure that you're with somebody that you can really, to an extent, you're not going to fully trust them. You don't know this person. But at the end of the day, they're still professionals at what they do. And their job is to help you, resolve your issues. You know what I'm saying? So that you internally battle with. So you want to make sure that you're with somebody that you can actually confide in. And like, they're actually giving you fruitful information that's going to help you progress versus you just sitting here telling your problems and it's not actually helping you or benefiting you. It's just hurting your pocket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I'm glad he made that comparison to like a relationship because it's definitely So it's definitely something you have to work towards it because each session is going to be different depending on the person you go with. I've been in therapy for I want to say the last 20 years, you know what I mean, in some form or fashion. So it definitely helps, and it definitely helps with your personal growth. So yeah, like I said, anybody
Especially with like couples too. You know what I mean?
100%.
You could be in one of those, and you could feel like the person is biased, and and sometimes you could feel like, damn, like she on my side or he on my side a little too much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's not beneficial to your girl. Sometimes it works in your favor. So sometimes you might have to switch it up. Like, all right, let's find somebody who, you know what I mean? So you want to make sure that you get somebody that's actually gonna help your relationship too. So versus just some shit you could take home. Like, see, this is what the therapist be talking about.
Hey,
this was the therapist.
No lies. Them ain't no lies, bro.
So, instead of doing, because that's not going to help your relationship, right? Not if you want that shit to succeed, because you can't just keep throwing stuff in your girl's face. So, like, you want somebody that's going to actually, be cognizant of both of y'all mistakes. You know what I'm saying? The things that both of y'all do so that you can really iron out or hash it out. She might or he might, like, compartmentalize the seriousness of one or the other, but still, a good therapist is going to acknowledge both of your shortcomings.
Facts, or at least they should, like you said, because sometimes they can be a little biased. I'm gonna start with something. I guess I'm gonna front load the seriousness and get this out the way, and then we can get into some of the more entertaining stuff later on. But I want to talk about this Fearless Fund. I'm not sure if y'all familiar with the Fearless Fund, but the Fearless Fund is it's a venture capital I can't even speak right now. Jesus Christ, thank you. Shut up, Blaze. But the Fearless Fund has received multi-million dollars following on an investment from Bank of America, Costco, and MasterCard for a second fund. Though it declined to share how much the new investment was, all of the limited partners in this follow-on investment are returning investor. Launched in 2019 by Arian Simone, Keisha Knight, Pulliam, and Ayanna Anderson, the Fearless Fund invests in early-stage consumer technology startups founded by women of color. Its portfolio includes Partake Food, Slutty Vegan, Bread Beauty. The firm launched its fund over the last 2 years. So far, it has invested in 5 companies, writing checks of upwards of $2.5 million. The first fund was $25.8 million, and the second aims to raise at least to raise at least double that amount. We envision the Fearless Fund growing its portfolio of diverse and innovative companies, helping them to scale and achieve long-term success. Simone, who is also the fund's general partner, told TechCrunch, "We want to bridge the gap between women of color, businesses, and access venture capital funding to provide them with necessary support and resources, which is definitely needed in our community." So if you're an entrepreneur or you're in business, you definitely understand the need for that. But in lieu of all of that, the venture capital firm is facing backlash. It actually has a lawsuit. So let me see here. Let me pull this up. This article from Afrotech. The Fearless Fund was hit with a lawsuit by Edward Bloom and his American Alliance for Equal Rights (AER) group in 2023 on the basis that the fund will carry out explicit racial exclusion that violates the Civil Rights Act of 1866. Now, the Fearless Fund is asking the panel of 3 federal courts of appeal judges to lift the injunction against its program to Strivers Grant Contest. The grant awards $20,000 to businesses whose owners are primarily Black women, as reported by the Associated Press. A conservative-leaning panel that questions the Fearless Fund hearing in Miami, Florida, will decide if the grant will be suspended until the lawsuit is over. In September 2023, another panel of the same Court of Appeals temporarily put the Strivers Grant Contest on hold. The move came after a lower court decided to not to block the project. So the reason I brought this up, and I know, Kendall, you might have some insight on this as well, but the reason I brought this up is because typically we hear the term "pull yourself up by your bootstraps," and this is a case of that being done, but it's already receiving pushback because the this AEER group is saying that this violates the Civil Rights Act of 1866, which is crazy to me because it seems like this fund is trying to help uplift, businesses that need it and business that's run by primarily Black women. Kendall, do you have any insight on this at all?
No, I don't have much insight on this directly, but like you just said, though, it's like you say pick yourself up by the bootstraps, and these are examples where Black people have been doing it and always have been, but it's just used as a way to like disrespect, Black people's progression. And even when we do try to do things like this, you start putting barriers in front of it or trying to create problems so that we now are going to have to go through a lawsuit. We might be losing some money over this, like
they already been losing investors because of the lawsuit.
Yep.
Right. So now again, so now the business is starting to become a problem. And again, like it was a positive thing. So like, what do you expect people to do? And this has been going on forever, right? Like, all the way down to the Black Wall Streets, and I'll put an S on that because there have been several different areas where Black people have had neighborhoods and things of that nature where they were progressing. And things started to get shut down from whatever reason or whatever law or eminent domains or whatever they want to create and put barriers. And I'm just saying they in terms of government or overseers over cities and politicians within the local boards and things of that nature. They start to create problems for these organizations. And that's, this is why the systematic or the racism or whatever you want to call it is always brought up, because again, you try to move things forward, and then now you have to deal with these types of issues, and hopefully they can succeed from this and still continue to push what they're trying to do with their initiative of helping these businesses grow.
Right, and you would think with the state of the economy that we in, with the need for growth and with the GDP and all that type of stuff, that you would want businesses to grow and be successful. But we clearly, because it's benefiting minorities, it's a major pushback, which is ridiculous.
Because the economy is doing pretty good right now, right? Yeah. I think the Dow. I mean, you can speak to it. I think it just had like a record number a couple days ago.
It keep breaking records.
Yeah, S&P as well.
So I'm just saying, like things are moving up. You know what I mean? So you would think, to your point, that would be a positive. But once again, it's benefiting a certain demographic, and that's when it becomes a problem.
Right. It's pretty sad. But I know we in Black History Month, and we've talked several times about different attempts for Black people to receive reparations in this country, whether the programs that have been in place were flawed or not. It's been many attempts over the last few years, and a lot of I've received personal pushback. I've had members of our community tell me Black people don't need reparation and don't need to come in the form of a dollar amount, yada yada. Everybody has a different perspective on it, but I just want to bring up something that I'm pretty sure the majority of our listeners are not aware of at all. But Germany plans on giving $1.4 billion to Holocaust survivors globally in 2024. I know I've had conversations with people, just whether it's Facebook, whether it's in person or not, and a lot of people like to argue with me about the difference between the Holocaust and slavery. And this is one of the huge the huge differences. It's not the first time Germany has given reparations. They've repaired the German people. They don't teach about the Holocaust in school over there and all this different type of stuff. We constantly learn about our oppression in America almost yearly, almost daily. You know what I mean? And this is just one of the examples of something that took place years ago, and these people are still being repaired from. So let me give you a little bit of this article from the Associated Press. The organization that handles claims on behalf of Jews who suffer under the Nazis said Thursday that Germany will agree to extend another $1.4 billion overall for Holocaust survivors around the globe. The compensation was negotiated with Germany's finance minister, including $888 million to provide home care and support services for frail and vulnerable Holocaust survivors. Additionally, increases of $175 million to symbolic payments of the Hardship Fund Supplemented Program have been achieved, impacting more than 128,000 Holocaust survivors globally, according to the New York-based Conference of Jewish Material Claims Against Germany, also referred to as the Claims Conference. Every year, these negotiations become more and more critical as the last generation of Holocaust survivors age and their needs increase, said Greg Snyder, in the Claims Conference Executive Vice President. Being able to ensure that direct payments to these survivors, in addition to the expansion of social welfare services, is essential in making sure every Holocaust survivor is taken care of as long as it is required. Addressing each individual need, Snyder added. The hardship fund supplemental payment was originally established to be a one-time payment negotiated during COVID-19 lockdown, and eventually resulted in 3 supplemental payments for eligible Holocaust survivors. This year, Germany again agreed to extend the hardship payments, which was set to end December 2023 through 2027. The amount of each individual years was set at approximately $1,300 per person in 2024, $1,400 for 2025, another $1,480 for 2026, and $1,534 for 2027. The survivors received these payments largely are Russian Jews who weren't in camps or ghettos and are eligible for pension programs, the Claim Conference said. I'm going to keep going, y'all, because I just want y'all to get all of this. As children that fled the so-called, I don't know how to say this word, it's Einstein-Gruppen, Nazi mobile killing units charged with murdering entire Jewish communities, more than 1 million Jews were killed by these units, which operate largely by shooting hundreds of thousands of Jews at the time, burying them in mass pits. For those who were able to flee and survive, there are some of the poorest in the survivor community. The loss of time, family, property, and life cannot be made whole, the group said. By expanding payments to these survivors, the German government is acknowledging that this suffering is still being felt deeply, both emotionally and financially. The group said in a statement, while symbolic, these payments provide financial relief for many aging Jewish Holocaust survivors living around the world. With the end of World War II, now nearly 8 decades ago, all living Holocaust survivors are elderly, and many suffer from numerous medical issues because they are deprived of proper nutrition while they were young. I'm going to stop there. You know what? Actually, I'm not. I'm going to continue to read.
Proper nutrition while they were young.
While they were young. Hold on. Let me start. I'm going to keep going, Kendall. As the number of survivors dwindles, the Claim Conference also negotiate continuing funding for Holocaust education, which has been extended for 2 more years, increased each year by $3.3 million. The newly negotiated fund amounts are approximately $41.6 million for 2026 and $45 million for 2027. So these people, some of these people who weren't even in the Holocaust, some of these people who were children at the time, they're still being repaired, and we are still fighting for reparations because America continues to fail to recognize this atrocity against Black people. And as my brother Kendall likes to say, I wonder if race is involved.
And we all know it is.
And we all know it is. So for everybody who likes to argue for the fact that, or who likes to we can just, if we just work hard, if we just do this, if we just invest, if we just do that, yeah, that's fine, and it's all done, and it's apropos, and it's your American right. Yes, you should do all those things to better yourself financially, to better your family, to improve everything. But you see, people who suffer other atrocities are still getting repaired by their governments, and this is what gives them such a large head start. Excuse me, and which helps them with the wealth gap, which widens the wealth gap. So because I'm guarantee you, the majority of these people.
This is how the quote Jews became a problem because of the reparation that they received, so that they could build up and build.
I wasn't gonna go there, Kendall. But
that's why I said quotes. The evil Jews.
But yeah,
that's the point. But I also just real quick want to say, since 1952, Germany has donated, or not donated, but given over $90 billion to the Jews that have been affected by the Holocaust. So $90 billion. I mean,
that's just $90 billion is
that's
crazy.
just another 1.4 that they topping on, but they've been giving them money.
Right, and to Kendall's point, Germany. Well, I'm just going to add on to Kendall's point.
Sure,
Germany is nowhere near as wealthy as America.
Facts.
Nowhere near as wealthy as America. So there is money to be made, and if they wanted to, but you see,
they lost a lot of money after the World War because of what Adolf Hitler did, crippling the damn government,
Right.
infrastructure, or the economy, I should say, not the government.
And Kendall was being a little tongue in cheek about the evil Jews. He was using a conservative talking point. So he was being tongue in cheek. I don't want y'all to cancel us.
Right.
But
that's the point.
Yeah.
That's how they became so quote rich and rich. All this other stuff is because they were owed what happened because of what they endured. That's what they deserve. So just times that by 400 years.
Man,
the United States is so ghetto. It is so ghetto being here.
Everything that I just read from the Associated Press, it's kind of discouraging because it sounds exactly like what happened to us in this country. When we talk about the '60s, when we talk about the Black Panthers establishing the free breakfast program because kids weren't getting the proper nutrition to go to school. When we talk about the Jim Crow era and things we've suffered in this country at the hands of white people and white supremacy, and then you get people to say, "Oh, we don't need that." Like, what do you mean? Are y'all not looking at the
black
numbers?
President?
Y'all not looking at these numbers? Like, you know what I mean? This is why it's important to do y'all research and to know what happens in different communities and not just look at your local news and what CNN and MSNBC and all that stuff is feeding you. And that's why not MSNBC but CNN and Fox News. I'm sorry, CNBC. I definitely would tell y'all to watch that. But
I just want to share a quick story. I had a coworker, I'm not gonna share no names, but basically she was talking about how she just recently went on a trip to New York and she was like, and it was just nothing like what I saw on television. It was just, I'm thinking there's illegals just everywhere in the streets and I'm just, in my head, I'm just like idiot. But you know what I mean? But she really, but that's because you like you just said, stop watching all this news and think everything that's going on just based off what the news is saying. I'm not saying that the news is trying to lie to you, but they're going to sensationalize.
It's propaganda, man. They've been doing that shit for years, and
it
has a real effect. Right. It got a real effect, though.
I'm not denying that there's no propaganda. I'm just saying, like, local news, for the most part, they're just trying to sensationalize to get your ass to watch their show. You see, like, they don't get the ratings that Fox News does, or you know what I mean? Like, they might be Fox 6, but they not Fox News, you know what I'm saying? So they're just trying to get you to tune in at 6 or 10. So they might say a few things that just to get you to watch it, but that doesn't mean that that's all of New York. And it was just crazy that she was saying that. And I think that's what, when you get warped into news so much and don't really try to research anything outside of whatever it is that you're watching, you'll start to formulate all these fears that aren't necessarily the truth. And then that's how you get paranoid.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Well, because they think those people telling them the truth. That's the problem.
Right. Absolutely. Right. I mean, agree. I said I ain't knocking nothing about the propaganda. You are absolutely right about that. But sometimes it also is just trying to get them to watch it. You know what I'm saying? And get them to tune in. Otherwise, if it's just a regular news show, people ain't gonna watch it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is but to the greater point. This is why it's such a need for reparations, and I encourage everybody who's black, who's voting, who attends city council meetings, all this type of stuff. Whenever you see a bill for reparations come across that ballot, or if you know somebody's trying to put it into work, to vote for them. Like, you know what I mean? But also do a little research, because some of these bills and proposed things for reparations get a little bit wonky. California has some weird stuff going on. I think
they done totally rehauled that plan.
Yeah, I think Chicago. And it was a small town in, I want to say, Washington. One of them, we reported on them before on the show, but they got their program.
I want to say it was in Virginia or North Carolina.
Yeah, I know it was somewhere out there. Somewhere. Yeah, I know it was somewhere on the East Coast. But yeah, wherever it was, they got it. Their program seemed to have gotten it right. You know what I mean? So, like I said, but just something to be aware of. Don't just look and see reparations and then just turn them by oh, we don't need that, because to me that means you're signing up for your own oppression, like when you just disregard those bills. You know what I mean? So that was all I want to say. But we can,
and black people have to stop thinking that they have to work so hard for everything. You know what I'm saying? Like this is your country too, and you deserve certain things that based off of what your ancestors have gone through as a result of fighting for the rights that you currently have. So whether or not you think it's important, you should still be in support of those types of initiatives solely because other people that look like you are moving forward with that. And it shouldn't be a negative that you should look at it as if you should just be having to work hard to get everything. And that's fine that you want to work hard to that point, like Rome was saying earlier. But at the same time, you can still receive benefits as a result of what you endured or what your family has endured for hundreds of years and continue to endure.
Exactly. And that doesn't mean that you have a victim mindset. That just means that you're aware of the atrocities that was committed against your people. And yeah, there's nothing wrong with working hard and trying to pull yourself by your bootstrap. But as we pointed out with the venture capitalist firm earlier, like the moment we tend to do that, it's something. There's some barrier that's gonna come into play. Like this woman was able to raise $28 million in this fund, and from major corporations and major brands, and not be able to get the money to who she wanted to.
Do you think the problem with that though is because they made it exclusively for Black and brown women though?
What's wrong with it?
I don't think it's nothing wrong with it, but I could see where they're gonna say it's discrimination, how they.
But no, you 100% right, because the guy that founded the lawsuit, he was actually one of the people who got rid of affirmative action.
Exactly, that's what I was gonna say. It's just like affirmative action. They gonna go after it.
Yeah, he was one of the people that got rid of affirmative action in colleges. So that'll let you know right there. Just because it's benefiting Black people directly, 100%. That's why they went after this. So it's unfortunately. It's definitely unfortunate. But we can get on to some lighter topics. Leslie, I know you had a topic that you want to bring to the table. She ready?
Ready? Which one? Look, I'm like, which one?
Whichever one you want to start with. I'm
running.
I'm passing the ball to you. I'm throwing it off the backboard.
I guess something crazy or the Risa Tisa story is the 50-part TikTok about the lady who married this man that was just a whole fat faison lie. From beginning to end, he was just like a whole liar. And she didn't know, like, he quote unquote had like proof of everything that he was supposedly saying. He's an ugly bum, regular raggedy ass nigga. Talking about he got $700,000 cash to buy a house, and he had offshore bank accounts.
When you told us about this, I did my Googles and I said it's a 50-part TikTok. That shit was 4 hours. I said I ain't watching all that, but dude was wilding.
Listen, she said I think the absolute funniest part to me was when she said that he would be on the phone every day with his brother. She never talked to the brother, but she'd be in the background like, hey, brother. He'd be like, oh, he said, hey. And then further down the line, when she started doing her research and exposing his ass, she found out that the quote-unquote brother that he was talking to every day, like, they don't even talk.
Yeah,
so who the hell was he on the phone with?
He wasn't on the phone. He was just... That's weird, though. That's weird.
That is insane to fake a phone conversation.
Hey, but what I got from this whole thing was just how desperate some of these bitches out here is, man. Like that, like, come on, man. Like, dude was doing plenty of shit.
So
she wanted some love.
So what was
she said she was thirsty. She said she was low.
So in this 4-hour TikTok, what was y'all main takeaway? That
was my main takeaway.
Who the F did I marry? I feel like she was quote unquote giving awareness, so to speak, to women. We gotta start watching these red flags, like, and asking the necessary questions. And then just stop
that shit was past red flags, man.
It was just insane. Like, he was saying that he was like a regional director or something.
He said he was a VP for a condiment company, but the nigga was a forklift driver.
And this fool was a damn temporary forklift operator.
hey, but what I found funny was when I went and looked at the comments, like, a lot of niggas was like, oh, why she tripping? Like, he said he was gonna pay the bills, he paid them, so what, he lied about this one? I was like, damn, that shit weird.
But he was paying all the bills.
So what though? But if you living with a motherfucker, you in a relationship with a motherfucker, you married to a motherfucker, and they giving you the complete lie about everything they doing, like, is something wrong with that?
Definitely. Like, he was not who he was. I think he maybe had like 2 different names, different social security numbers. Like, nobody in his family even messed with him. Like, the brother that he was quote unquote on the phone with, I think that they hadn't spoken since like 2015 or something.
they said he was a pathological liar. Nobody fucked with him.
Yeah, they like, dude, it's crazy. And then he had I think it's like an auntie or a cousin who was actually from the family, and I think she spoke to maybe one of his siblings, and they like, we don't fool with her either. Like, we don't trust her.
Hey,
Like,
look,
it was just crazy.
That goes to show how thirsty you bitches is, man. Y'all ain't got to take any nigga.
It was crazy. It wasn't even cute to be acting like that.
So he just like flat out was just lying about everything, like
absolutely everything.
So when she found out, what did she do when she found out? She ran a TikTok.
Well, they are divorced now, and she said she hadn't heard from him since the divorce. So I guess maybe she just wanted to get her little shit off.
Man, they said whatever this was, it blew up. They said she went from like 7,000 followers to like over 1.9 million.
Because they divorced in like 2021. Like this was not recent. Like this happened a couple years ago.
They got together right before
during COVID,
right around the pandemic, like March 2020.
And they decided to quarantine at her house, and that's how they ended up like getting close to being together and stuff like that. But it's just crazy. But yeah, I guess I don't know if she's just trying to get it off her little chest or what, but I feel like she was trying to give awareness to women about these red flags. And we definitely ignore the red flags. And I feel like shit, you gotta, I guess once you get to that point.
Why though? That's the part I don't understand. Why though? Because as soon as a bitch do some weird shit, I quit talking to them. Like, so I don't understand why women don't do that.
Probably because of the penis.
Well,
that's typically what causes women to make irrational decisions. Getting that rational.
Y'all do let a nigga get away with some shit.
Irrational decisions.
Hey, Trey, my phone be like, hey man, I'm gonna be over there, man.
Irrational decisions.
Hey, when you leave, all is good.
Like what?
Y'all sweet.
This shit sound crazy to me. It sound like it almost sounded like she was trying to do the influencer play, like get the story out. She saw that it was great, it was gaining traction, and she just kept adding on to it. Like that's nuts to me. But
it was all true shit though. Like I could see 50 parts is crazy.
Yeah,
but I think she saw how it was taking off. It was like, all right, let me keep going with this shit.
Well, I know.
I stopped. I don't think I watched like the first 5.
I mean, if you're a content creator though, that's what you want though. Like, you know what I'm saying? You want people to listen to you.
Yeah. I know one thing. Tyler Perry about to have a field day with this one.
Oh man, that's right up his alley.
Have a good ending.
That's right up his alley.
That new shit, that ending was trash.
I don't talk about
Kelly Rowland did her big one. I love her. She did some great.
Hey, relax. I haven't watched.
You should have brought him up.
I ain't watched the movie yet. I don't want you to spoil the movie.
It ain't his fault.
Mia Coppola.
It ain't your fault,
Mia Coppola. She went right into spoiler territory. Like
I just said that trash ending.
Right. I don't want to know that. Like
I ain't watching no Tyler Perry movies.
Yeah. Well, you ain't.
As Kendall say, Tyler Ferry.
Stop. Hey, we're not doing that, Leslie. We ain't doing that.
Well, beat me out then.
That's hate.
Beat me out.
That's hate.
Hey, why did I get married was hilarious though.
Man, fuck that nigga.
Well, I hope none of y'all want to take a role on Tyler Perry's show. Tyler Perry, I don't condone these shows. Listen, I will come and be the angry black man in one of your movies, but you cannot play with my virgin booty hole.
But I gotta stop. Okay.
Now it's over for you, sir.
All right. So on to our next topic. It's outside of control. Let's talk about Wendy.
Y'all always take it too far.
We talk about Wendy Williams. We about to talk about Wendy Williams, y'all.
Okay.
So y'all know, poor Wendy. She has it's a Lifetime documentary out about her right now. I think it's a 2-part. The first part came out last night. The second part comes out tonight. But it's just kind of like giving insight on what's been going on with her. And unfortunately...
Wait. I'm sorry. What? You have a Lifetime documentary about her and she's sick?
Well, yeah,
because seriously, like, no, for real, it's a lot of controversy that's going on with her. Like, her bank Wells Fargo decided to go to the courts and say, hey, we don't feel like Wendy Williams is spending her money correctly. This is somebody else taking her money. And the court came in, removed her, because her son was her power of attorney, removed her son, removed her from her family, cut her son completely off, and they set up a private company to be the guardian over her finances. Like, her family does not know where she is right now. Like, shit is real bad. Like, for real, for real. You know, she only has one son. And her son was on her ass for her to be better. Like, when they first found out that she was sick, her son and her nephew, they came and got her. They took her to Miami because that's where all of them are. They had her being vegan, doing all kind of stuff. She was doing good. Then the show, quote unquote, needed her back in New York, took her back to New York, and everything just went downhill from there. So I feel really bad because she's now been diagnosed with dementia and aphasia. And she's really messed up. Like, and my grandmother had dementia. So to see and understand what she went through, like, that is bad. And I really hate that for her. And like, people was like saying like that's her karma for being like, and you know, being messy in the industry and stuff like that. Like, that's kind of taking it too far. Like, to say that dementia is somebody karma, like, if you like, I think that was gone too far. But I do feel bad for her. And I hope that her son can eventually see his mom and they can figure something out, because that's wrong to take her away from her family. Like, she was literally crying.
They won't let the sons here.
No, nobody in her family knows where she is.
Yeah, she got an estate manager now. Like that, typically when you get into some kind of ailment like this, they'll hire a lawyer to they'll just give a lawyer give you an estate manager.
Ain't that something you got control over prior to?
Yeah,
her son was her power of attorney.
Yeah,
right. That's what I'm saying.
You know, them laws in Jersey, New York, wherever they are, you know, they a little tricky.
Yeah,
if the bank was able to go to the courts, like, hey, they're taking advantage of her and showing proof. Like, I guess her son had a birthday party. She threw her son like $120,000 birthday party, and she was spending money. And like he said, he like, my mom, like, she extra, she do too much. And she said the same thing. Like, I like luxury stuff, so I'm gonna spend my money. I got a whole lot of money, and I'm gonna spend it.
We know that about her though. So
the bank made it seem like her family was taking advantage of her, and it wasn't really her, which I feel like it was an inside job with maybe her manager. I don't know. I don't trust none of them people around that lady. But yeah, the court appointed some private company. And like I said, they took this lady from her family. They don't know where she is. They have not spoken to her. Her son got cut completely off because she, was taking care of him. So he got cut completely off. It's bad. And I feel bad for her.
Like at the end of the day, though, you got all this money, but you sick like that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, put me up somewhere where I live the rest of my life out in the luxury.
And that's what her son was trying to do.
Like put me up somewhere and y'all have fun, fam. I ain't gonna be able to enjoy this shit. You get what I'm saying? Like for real. But that's crazy.
But yeah, when you got an estate and like to my point, what I was trying to make earlier, when you have an estate and it's not being ran by you, or they don't deem that you in the right mental health to handle this stuff. That's why people got to get their affairs in order before you get sick or before you die, because otherwise it get left up to other people to make decisions who they deem of sound mind. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people don't like to think about they demise or early demise or getting sick and shit like that. But that's what you got.
Man, I'm about to put Kendall in charge of my shit.
Yeah, especially once you start making money.
Kendall, I don't want no funeral. I don't want no obituary. Just put me in a jar and split my shit up. Y'all can have it.
Hey, Blaze.
Nah, bro. I'm gonna scatter the ashes. I'm gonna scatter the ashes in Oakland, my nigga.
Let me get to it, y'all lot.
Panthers.
Let me get to it, y'all lot.
My nigga.
Hey, Blaze, you in charge of mine. So
I got you.
Hey, we got to get this cracking. Hey, especially how I've been feeling. Yeah. I've been feeling.
Right.
Absolutely.
Man, here you go, dog.
I'm just gonna take Blaze his urn to Magic City, and I'm just gonna put $100 put $100 on it.
Hey, release it. You gotta release it though.
No
release it, remain.
A nigga ash is flying in the air.
You want me to go to jail, sir?
Turn that fan on.
Ass and ashes, bro.
Hey, kid, I'll make sure I leave 10 in singles just for that.
Yes, sir.
Go party.
Hey, dog, can you imagine? I just can imagine ashes blowing all over strippers.
Ass and ashes. That's what his segment gonna be called.
And
Ash
she
and
His
gonna
celebration gonna be
she gonna
ass
turn
and
around
ashes.
like,
No,
what was that?
they gonna know. They gonna say,
Oh, that was my nigga Blaze.
yeah.
all right. That's fucking
Right.
hysterical, dog.
They gonna be sad at that bitch. They be like,
We call him Smoke.
Ass and ash.
Yeah, man. But back to Wendy Williams. This is a sad situation. I don't like the way she conducted herself in media throughout the years, but I definitely think it's a fucked up situation. I don't want to see nobody sick like that, especially her. Like she lost her ability to talk and all that type of shit. So it's pretty bad, man. I think when you
That's how bad the her that type of dementia is. It attacks your speech and your ability, you know, to talk and remember your memory. Like it attacks that aggressively, and I believe hers is in an aggressive state, unfortunately.
Yeah, especially somebody who made that's really fucked up, especially by somebody who made living speaking mass communication. You know what I mean? So
in her documentary, like they were showing clips like where she was trying to go back, you know, and do it, especially with COVID, like doing it virtual from home. She couldn't get her words. She couldn't gather her words at all. Like it was really hard to watch. Like it was real bad. I'm like, damn, like I didn't know that she was that messed up. And then her you know, with the advanced thyroid, so her eyes is like bulging out her head. Like she looks bad, and I hate that for her.
Damn. So hold on one second. Hold on one second. So the documentary did come out? Because I know they were trying to block
the first part came out last night on Lifetime at like 7:00. It's like 2 hours, and then part 2 comes on tonight, I believe, from 7 to 9 as well. It's on Lifetime.
Oh, okay. Damn, that's crazy. I didn't know they actually let it come out because I know they were trying to block it. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not. Of course, I don't want to see nobody fucked up or nothing like that. But I can see why people say "fuck Wendy." Is she a controversial figure? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like anybody else.
Yeah, I can see why people say it too, but I don't think that should be you think it should be the mass sentiment that everybody should be like.
I'm just not that type of person.
I don't think that's the mass sentiment. That's what y'all been saying.
Yeah.
No, like people were saying that. I think she had mentioned it in the documentary too. Like people were saying like that's her karma and stuff like that. Like people probably who lives she ruined, gossiping about their lives and stuff like that.
Like, I think Wendy was at the forefront of all the messy shit that these motherfuckers doing now. Like y'all all followed her blueprint, so what everybody mad for?
Yep.
That's a good point, Blaze, because these podcasts is trash. No, you good, Trey? Go ahead.
No, I mean, like she definitely did a lot of fucked up shit, but when it comes to like your health and your life, man, like you fucked up if you wishing her ill. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It ain't that serious.
You absolutely fucked up if you wishing her ill. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
But she has said some foul stuff. Like they highlighted where on one of her shows, she was talking about Britney Spears, you know, how her family and what her daddy and stuff was doing to her, and she was like, her daddy needs to die. Like they all need to die. Everybody like, whoa. She like, yeah, like I said what I said. So, you know, that's probably too why people, you know, saying stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying though. Like you can't
like, so
it's not to be I'm not surprised. It's not to be unexpected that motherfuckers having that reaction. But you know,
I just
you'll never want
don't
to see
feel
nobody
like
fucked
that.
up.
Like, yeah, I'm not that type. Y'all could be that type. Don't judge me.
I ain't blocking my blessings. I ain't blocking my blessings. Fuck all that. Absolutely not.
Yeah, man. So Trey, I know you have some topics you wanted to touch on right quick, my brother.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Hydia Broadbent, HIV activist, she passed away at 39. And what's crazy is I was talking to Rome about it, and he didn't remember who she was, but we all seen her in those commercials when we was younger. You know what I'm saying? But
she was on the talk show too.
She was on the Oprah show.
Okay.
I think I want to say New York Times did a piece on her. You know what I mean? And I think I want to say she was 9 to 12.
Yeah, she was
when she came out. Yeah, and so she actually died at the age of 39 from HIV. So this was recently. So we just want to, you know,
she lived a long life for her to be born with that and to live to 39. Like she definitely lived a long life. You know, R.I.P.
Like,
to
even
her.
if you see her, I don't know if y'all can see her in the camera, but like that's a picture of her.
Look healthy
so
to me.
She don't look, you know what I mean? So like, man, very sad though, because she definitely since a child she's been talking about it, traveling, and just giving that information out, man. So that's very sad.
Yeah, that's
So
extremely unfortunate, man. I don't particularly remember her, but I just think it's like with the state of the technology and the healthcare system right now, what they got, how they handle AIDS and HIV, where they can make it barely undetectable. If she'd have just been born a decade later, she would have lived.
I'm so sick of them damn commercials.
Yeah, but that's super unfortunate, man. But I'm glad she was able to touch the people's lives that she was able to touch and bring awareness to AIDS and HIV. So yeah, rest in peace, man. That's sad as fuck.
R.I.P. Eric Mays.
Eric
The
Mays.
legend, the GOAT.
The legend, the GOAT. Eric Mays passed away. What was Eric Mays?
What?
He was a city councilman, right?
Yeah, city councilman.
Flint, Michigan.
Flint City Councilman for the first ward.
The legend.
He used to be cutting up on them folk. He ain't care who it was.
He's been doing it since 2013, so pretty much 10 years, 11.
Yeah, let me play a clip right quick because this dude was hilarious.
Very.
Held on April 4th, the resolution was postponed. The city council due. Just a minute.
Point of order.
What's your point?
We are not here to listen to you bloviate all evening. So
Say
if we
what?
may continue with the business.
Yeah, I am continuing with the business, Miss Priestley. What did you say we wasn't here for?
Bloviating.
I don't even know what bloviating means, but my position is this. We voted to follow an agenda. And if bloviating means following the agenda, then that's what I'm doing or not doing. So let me go to the next item on the agenda as I got the floor, and then when y'all get it, y'all can bloviate, aviate, navigate, or whatever eight. But right now, I'm talking.
Man, recipes.
Hey, I love that nigga, dog.
Nah, he was hysterical, bro.
But right now, I'm talking.
Yeah, right. Bloviate.
Standing on
Talking
business.
bloviate, aviate, navigate.
Hey, and that wasn't even as crazy as outburst,
that
man.
It was.
Wild.
I feel like that
Wild
was
boy.
mild. That was mild for him.
Standing on business.
Mm-hmm.
That was mild for him, though.
Yeah.
That was very mild.
Yeah, but that was
R.I.P. to the legend, man.
Yeah,
Nah, for real.
Mm-hmm. That was definitely him in a nutshell. Dude was hysterical, man. Y'all can go watch numerous clips on TikTok, YouTube, wherever you can find it.
I don't even know what that means.
Got me crying.
Yeah,
God.
That dude was funny. Man. Well, rest in peace, Eric Mays. And what was What was your other topic, Trey? Was it the Avatar, the Last Airbender?
Oh yeah. Hey, real good show. Kendall, have you watched it?
So it's on Netflix. It's fire. I think it's 8 episodes, Trey?
I haven't seen it.
Y'all are the first two people that I've heard say that show was good. Cause
it was good.
Because everybody I've seen say they've been like trashing it. They said it was horrible. The acting was bad.
No, that shit was fire. I mean the acting ain't the greatest, but the story is dope.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like the acting.
Y'all watch Tubi movies. Shut the fuck up.
Right, that part. But they tried to stay to the culture of the actual original cartoon, bro.
Okay.
Okay. So like you getting a lot of new actors. So like you ain't gonna get like a Denzel Washington performance. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But like what they did as far as
it's a couple actors in there that you familiar with, but for the most part, it's new people because they're young.
Right. So like you talking about just going from the animated series to this, it's phenomenal. It's like really, really good. Like absolutely.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna check. it out.
I don't want to get on spoilers and then, but they stay very close to the animated version of it. They stay real close to it. So
okay. I'm gonna have to check it out because, like I said, I'm a huge fan of the Avatar cartoon. The movie with M. Night Shyamalan did was trash, but I was looking forward to this live action Netflix series. I actually forgot it came out, and I just ain't had time to look for it. And then when I saw that you put it on the topic list, I was like, oh shit, I should have checked it out. But every review,
no, it's worth the 8 episode watch. It's good. I binged it.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm definitely gonna check it out then because, like I said, I've been needing something new to watch, but I hadn't checked it out at all.
And I wasn't even familiar with it. Trey hit me like, "Hey, bro, check this out." I knew nothing about it. So for me, as somebody who didn't know shit about it going in and watching it, I was like, "Oh
So
yeah."
hold on, wait. So you never seen the cartoons either?
No, I ain't never seen none of that shit. I ain't know what it was.
No, go watch that cartoon series, bro. Phenomenal. It's one of the best animes I've ever seen. It's American anime too, so like you don't get all the super goofy stuff like you get with the Asian writers and whatnot. So not saying that's a bad thing, but for somebody who's a little bit more mature, you don't want to always look at the little the goofy stuff because Asians, they got a certain sense of humor. So
Asian hater.
No, this ain't no Asian hate at all. It's just real talk. But but no, this it was done by Nickelodeon back in the day. But I used to watch it. I think this was made like almost a decade ago now. But it was a cult classic. I had a real strong following, and they even made a second spinoff series about the Avatar in this one. His granddaughter, I believe, Korra, the Legend of Korra. The Legend of Korra is the sequel to Avatar: The Last Airbender. So it's both of them was really good. Legend of Korra, it had its flaws. It wasn't as good as the original series, but the original animated series was really good. So I'm gonna have to check this out if y'all said it was good. If it's worth the watch.
No, they really they stuck to a lot of the animated series.
I mean, it ain't House of Dragons, but it's a good watch.
Right.
No, it's not. Like, but also Avatar though. If you
right.
saw the animated series, nephew Amir Jerome's son, he put me on. He really had me watching it this past summer. You know what I mean? So like they follow a lot of the animated series with the live action show. So
Were you guys drinking your Great Value water while watching
I can't
Avatar?
I can't.
I'm drinking alcohol.
Great value.
Hey, no, Blaze, you don't understand. Nephew
I'm definitely not watching Avatar.
Hey, we went and got some water. It was Great Value. He was like, "Oh, y'all drink Great Value? Great Value?
Great value.
Come on, man.
It.
You know they don't drink that at the mansion.
Okay.
Hey, listen. Hey, I'm like, no,
Hey,
it's just
spring,
this is spring water.
Hey, Trey, they water they plants with that at the big house.
Absolutely.
They fill the pool with Great Value water.
Hey, absolutely. He was jacking on me. I'm like, damn, dog. We just get spring water. It was a good sale, nephew. It was a good sale. Like, what you mean?
Y'all leave my son.
Like y'all broke. Y'all drink Great Value.
No, y'all leave my
I said Great Value.
But anyway, while we in the realm of TV, have y'all seen the Vince Staples show?
Hey, that shit is great, dog.
Yes, I love that show.
And
what is it about?
And if you're familiar with Vince Staples, dog, it
is apropos.
Oh God,
what is it about?
So if you got to know Vince Staples, ladies, so you got to get familiar with his music.
Is he a basketball player?
No, he's a rapper.
He's a rapper.
Yeah, he's a really good rapper too, phenomenal rapper. But
I had to explain that to somebody too. Like, who is that? He's a rapper.
I didn't take.
Why did I think a basketball player then?
I don't know. Maybe because the name sounds like a basketball player. Staples Center.
Oh. Staples Center.
Yeah. I don't know, but anyway, he's from Long Beach, and he got he's really sarcastic. Like, sarcasm is not a thing in the black community like that. We pretty much direct, but Vince Staples is sarcastic, and
he's smart as fuck.
He's smart as fuck though. Like that's the thing. Like he's sarcastic, he witty, he funny as hell, and this show is right in the vein with his personality. Like he's the main character on the show, but the show is less about him and more about the environment, and it makes for some pretty funny episodes. It's in a similar vein of Atlanta, but it's a little bit more straightforward. So I thought the show was executed phenomenally. Like the camera angles, the settings, everything, man. I can't big it up enough. But Vince Staples nailed this, and they need to get this kid more content. Because
what was it, 5 episodes? He definitely need more.
Six.
It was 6 episodes. Yeah.
He definitely. I think he'll get another deal from Netflix for that show.
Yeah. But watch it. It's on Netflix. It's hilarious, Leslie. Like the first episode it had me crying.
And it's just called that show. His name,
Vince Staples Show. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna give you an example. So the first episode, right? He goes. It showed this what is it? The G-Wagon, the Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon flying down the street. And a cop coming out of a donut shop, so he ended up pulling them over, and he rolled down the window, and it's Vince Staples. And he's like, "Can I help you, officer?" So the officer take him to jail because he apparently in the show had a warrant. So he's the whole time he's in jail, right? He gets ready to make his first collect call, and what did the person in the background do that made him turn around and say "nigga"? Like, so he's so like, you know how like, you have a collect call from, it was like nigga.
yeah.
That's just to give you an example.
So every time he called somebody, that's what it was saying.
That's what it was saying. It wouldn't say his name. It just like, you have a collect call from nigga. But it's the show.
Yeah,
The show is pure comedy though. You definitely gotta check it out.
His mama hilarious in the show.
Yeah, she is.
Like,
yeah.
He like, I bailed you out last week. She like, I ain't tell you to do that.
I ain't tell you to do that. Hey, and she obviously living in the house he done bought her. Like she's sitting
by the pool.
Yeah, like answer his call. Like, no, I ain't bailing you out. Yeah.
And if you know, he talks about his mama a lot in real life. His real life mama, she's like that. Like, she's an OG. So like for him this to be his mom in the show, whoever the actor was, she did a phenomenal job.
She did great. She did a good job.
Yeah.
It's a really good show, man.
It's a really good show.
Definitely go check it out.
Yeah, definitely check it out.
Speaking of shows, y'all, I don't know if y'all watch BMF, but season 3 is coming real soon. Starts March 1st.
I do not like the extended Power universe, but BMF be cracking. BMF is really good.
Kanan is good too, man.
I like Kanan too.
And I like Kanan. Kanan and BMF really good. I like those, but that Tyreek show.
Shout to 50, man. 50 is like, to see somebody evolve into
he messy, but he creative. He messy.
I'm saying, man, like I salute that. I salute that brother.
No, he is, but the show with Tommy is trash, and it's only because of the actors that's in it. They horrible. And
I like that little Spanish girl,
or the ghost show or whatever with Tyreek.
The ghost show is funny.
That's just it's so unbelievable. That shit is just like
they comics at this point, man. They comics.
I just want to see the first episode to see how they go get out this bind with this shootout with the whole damn cast against Tyreek and little white boy. I want to see how that's
Leslie. So even you saying that though, 50 is a genius, because even though I hate that show, I'm gonna watch it because I'm invested.
No, seriously, you down here gotta see what's going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna be tuned in.
Like we can watch Tyreek grow up. I got to see what's going on with nephew. I got to see where nephew gonna go. I got to. Sorry, that's just me.
Well,
yeah.
Shout out to 50. I'm like I said, I'm not a fan of the extended Power universe either, but I know it's an audience out there. He knows his audience, so he's doing well with this show. Like I said, shout out to 50 though. But Blades, you got the last 2 topics, brother, and the floor.
You talking about my guy DT?
All right, here we go.
Hey, look. Hey, shout out to DT. He won the South Carolina primary. He beat this bitch, and it's her whole state. How you beat somebody in their home state, man? Hey, shout out to DT, man. Yo, hey, go get them shoes. Go get them Trump shoes if y'all can get a pair. Mine on back order right now. Kendall, I got you some too, dog.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I got you some
too. I hope they
man.
narrow as hell and give you corns.
Me and Kendall finna be out here in the gold DT. The DT ones.
Absolutely are not.
Huh?
He's referring to the. I think you're referring to the Never Surrender high top.
Yeah, the Never Surrenders, man. The Never Surrender ones.
No, is that really the name of them? Y'all bullshit.
Yes.
No, that's the real name of them.
Hey, they was released in Philly at SneakerCon on February 17th.
$400.
$400.
So Kendall, yours on the way, man. I got you.
And apparently conservatives think that this is going to connect with black people.
Hey, but hold on, let me give you the. Oh shit.
No, you good. That was on my end. I got it. My camera just
Let
died.
me give you the intro. Let me give you the intro real quick for the shoes. For the go-getters who don't know the word quit, with the standout gold finish and the T badge, these kicks are for true patriots. Wrapped with the American flag on the collar, they shout out to the brave and the free. The Never Surrender sneakers are your rally cry in shoe form. Lace up and step out of ready to conquer. With only 1,000 pairs ever to be released, grab your limited edition pair now. The Never Surrender high tops are estimated to ship in July 2024.
Kendall, Kendall, we on the list,
Pure-
dog.
Hey, he
nigger
Lamar
slappers.
balling niggas, dog. We're not
nigger
gonna see
slappers.
them
That's what I'm
shoes.
trying to do.
Triple B. Dog.
Niggas is not gonna see them shoes.
Kendall, yours on the way, man. I talked to DT personally, dog. We got our pants.
You're not getting them shoes, bro. But hold on, though. He also got the T Red Wave. That's what. Those are $199, and this. Hold on, let me give you this one. Drenched in vibrant red and sporting the Fearless 45. The red waves are for the front runners who step boldly. Or you can get the POTUS 45s. Hey, he got the POTUS 45s. They basically the red waves, but they white and they got gold on it, dog. And it's got a 45 with like a wing on it. Dog,
how is dude? How is this man still up in the polls like this, man? Yo,
they love him, dog. I told you.
Can y'all explain it to me, though?
Dog, because they don't even they don't even recognize what that nigga did, dog. Like they don't even think January 6th is like illegal. They just think like he was just having a regular day, like.
But what is it that y'all think that
No, bro, listen.
He has given white people a chance to feel like they can disrespect and talk shit and be aggressive in your face towards black people. He definitely paved the way for this open disrespect, for sure. Right. And I feel like that's really why the white people mess with him like that. They don't like that dumbass man. But see, that's where that difference come in. They'll come together for their greater good to tear us down. Now, if we will come together for our greater good and whoop their ass, we might be on to something. That's just my opinion. But that's why they mess with him, is because he's an open racist.
He's a master manipulator.
Absolutely.
Like, that's all
I don't think he give a fuck about race. He care about
money, but he don't mess with black people.
He cares about Trump.
That part.
Listen, he care about Trump. Even in that Dave Chappelle stand up where he was like, he had a show and one of the guys asked him like, what are you going to do if Trump gets elected? And he said, I looked at him and was like, probably have tax breaks. Stupid. Like, no, like Trump actually benefits me because I'm in that the wealth gap. You know what I'm saying? And he manipulates like poor white Americans to where they think that he really for them, and he not though.
Well, he said before if he was to ever run for president, he would run Republican because they.
That's what I'm saying. Like in real life though, like y'all, like he has all the racist like poor whites. You know what I'm saying? Where they love him and all of that, but like in actuality, I'm a black owned black business owner. Like my entire business is owned by black men. I'm going to benefit more than your po ass is if he's in if like that's how much he manipulates. If you get what I'm saying, like not in all cases. I'm just talking about
they fucked up a lot of black businesses.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just talking about like tax breaks and things like that, and also my
yours is just making money, so you might get some tax breaks,
right?
But they don't care about he don't care about you either.
No, absolutely not. But also, our business comes from our funding comes from the state of Nebraska,
right?
So like it is very different. But what I'm saying is just. You have the poor white Americans who follow him, and it's there are certain black people that will benefit from him being in office as far as money wise, you know what I mean, monetary wise, right. And it's just kind of hilarious because he's the ultimate manipulator, like in what he does, and I think that it goes to what you said, like no, Trump care about Trump, he don't give a fuck about nobody else,
right?
Like he know what he's doing.
He's not. Like you said, racist. Like I hate the Negroes, but he's regular white, racist. You know what I mean? Like, and what I mean by that is, he was sued in the 70s for housing discrimination. He was, he drew an ad out, for the Central Park 5. About I think he was advocating for the death penalty or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
100% advocating for the death penalty.
Yeah. He, when he was president, he pushed for stop and frisk again. He wanted that shit to come back. He campaigned for Obama, about Obama, not being from America, because that was his whole campaign before 2016 when it was about his birth certificate is fake. And, that's how he got popular with Alex Jones because he started hopping on that nigga show. And then once Once Alex Jones got on them damn fans, then that's when Alex Jones did a 180 and turned this shit into
right.
I'm a Republican now. You know what I'm saying? Because that's when he was able to get them, and that's the whole January 6th shit. You know, that's why those crazy nutheads.
So what do y'all say to? Because for those who don't pay attention, the South Carolina primaries was held, and Donald Trump had 60% of the vote against Nikki Haley, who was a governor of South Carolina. So for him to beat her like that in her home state, what the fuck is going on? Like,
I'll tell you exactly what's going on. I've said it before. I've said it on the show before. America is more sexist than it is racist.
You think it was purely sex based?
100%. He's a brazen white man. And this is Nikki Haley we talking about. Like, of course, yeah, 100%. That's all that happened. Like I've spoken to before on the show, man. Men have been in charge and been oppressing women for so long, air quote. You know what I mean? Like that the liberals have did a complete one. They don't want to hear that shit, right? So then they start suppressing free speech, so to speak. And you see all this stuff going on with the attack on men, right? And people don't like that shit, especially white men. Like, they don't like that shit. Now it's starting to seep over into our community. You see more black men starting to bash women, and they getting this shit confused, and they bashing black women, and then really looking at the source of the problem. You know what I mean? So Donald Trump being a brazen white man, like he's like he's like the king of the incels. If so to speak, you know what I mean. So they all looking at him like, oh, I love this dude. Like, this is my hero. You know what I mean. Now I feel like y'all were saying earlier, like, oh, they making him more brazen to attack black people. No, he's just giving white men back their balls, and he's doing it publicly. So that's why so many white men, he's galvanizing them like that. So that's all it is, and that's why he beat Nikki Haley in the primary. Like,
I don't necessarily think it's. I think it's like you said. It's more the whole incel situation is more so that versus anything else. Mm-hmm. You know, they got that what's that Stand With Trump fund for the $350 million judgment he just lost. They feel like that's unjust.
Oh yeah, they gonna pay that.
Yeah, and they got a GoFundMe out right now.
But that's the thing with him.
It's at like 1.2 million.
He eating off this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He don't give a fuck.
Right. He's paying. Well, he has to run for president because he has to pay off all this shit. He can't. He's not going to be able to generate the right type of money
and
to pay all this shit off. Yeah.
Once he win again, all this shit.
He got to stay running. He gonna stay in politics. He died now. It's over.
Hey, and a smart businessman does not use his money. So.
Well.
Look,
he'll use ours, the American.
Hey, look, I bet
sure he will.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that is. Yeah,
I watch politics. I care about politics, even though I don't vote because I'm a felon. I can't, but I pay attention. And dude, I've been telling y'all, dude is gonna win because I know how stupid these motherfuckers is. They gonna vote for him.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, they gonna get him up in there. It's just the point of what the Supreme Court gonna do. That's all it is. But they gonna let him go. I mean, he appointed most of them judges.
Exactly. Man, y'all see
they gonna let him run.
Y'all see the shit they did with the embryos? Like, come on, man. Like,
right. That's just the whole point of. That's the reason why he can't win because of all the fucked up stuff that they were doing while he was president. You know what I'm saying? In terms of, you know, the Roe v. Wade and all this other kind of, you know what I mean? Like, that's where it gets like dicey. Like, you know, what else do you feel like your ass can do now? Because that's just a part of the Republican administration. Like, they want certain things done as well. So they're gonna talk to him about those things. Like, that's gonna happen. So that's where it just becomes dicey with him becoming president again. It's just like, how, you know, what is he gonna do at this point? How he gonna be? What type of triggers he gonna be pulling, or how's he gonna be acting now that he's president again? Like, oh, they tried to keep me from my destiny, and you know he gonna be doing all that extra shit. It's just gonna be a whole. I don't know, man. I ain't looking forward to it, but he definitely gonna beat Joe Biden. That's for sure. Yeah. They're just too greedy. They won't let nobody else run past Joe Biden.
Let's just hope that he's even alive.
Yeah, the Democratic
Party. By the time, because he's hanging on by a damn thread.
Right, but they 2 years apart. They both.
They both.
They're literally.
It's old white dude versus old white dude.
Because you're not gonna sit here and tell me that Joe Biden is not 97.
Well, I'm just saying they 2 years apart. I'm just saying like they literally are the oldest. They're the oldest. They're both the oldest candidates to ever run for president to this day. Like right now,
they just deteriorating at a different rate.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all.
That just means Biden is more evil.
Right, but Biden, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not so much about Biden. It's just about what he's going to be doing as a president. You know what I'm saying? In his administration, because clearly he's not. You know, I highly doubt he's making all the decisions. It has to do with your administration. You know what I'm saying? But he's done some positive shit. So that's where you wanna like continue that administration to an extent in terms of if it's helping the poor and middle class.
But the thing
Clear these student loans, man.
The thing about DT is like the shit he doing. Like I don't know if it's timing. I don't know if it's
100% timing.
But the shit he doing having like lasting effects. Like he really affected shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Like the Roe v. Wade shit. Like it's so many things that he doing.
Yeah, the tax reinforcements that he was doing. Like I mean, this tax breaks for the rich is cooled in, but like. Once it starts trickling down after so many years, it's gonna become a problem, and that's where you at with
like they changing laws and shit. Like
shit,
people not paying attention.
4,000 in taxes this year, shit. But
you and me, man. So I'm gonna be happy at tax time. I'll be like, fuck y'all.
So I'm making it all make sense. So when you talking about him affecting shit, that venture capitalist firm that we talking about, that black led venture capitalist firm that we just talking about earlier, he appointed the Supreme Court judge who's part of this lawsuit. So
exactly.
That'll just give you a little bit of insight there about how he affects shit. Also,
right.
They just let me give everybody a little bit of insight if y'all want to escape all this bullshit. Breaking news, this just came across my desk here. The New York Times is reporting that more Black Americans are moving to Africa to escape racism in America. So I don't know. So Ghana, I heard Ghana's the move. Like the average age.
Oh shit, me and the kid will go next year.
All the women looking for men. The average age over in Africa right now, on the continent is 19. That's the average age in Africa. So y'all can go over there and y'all can find y'all a nice young man to groom.
Get my groom back.
Yeah, get your groom back.
Don't tell these black women that know they go.
But no, I've had several people that left up out this country. Whether it's to South America, I know two people. I know white and black. I know somebody is white moving to Belize. I got family members who have moved to Panama. I've got several friends who've moved to Ghana. So you do have options if you want to escape all the bullshit, or if you want dual citizenship, because Ghana and Panama are both offering dual citizenship if you can provide documents and do all that stuff. But they make it relatively easy if you want to escape the bullshit. Just throwing that out there. But anyway,
get them options.
Stay positive because America is tough to navigate when you're part of the system.
Right.
Yeah, but y'all got anything else to add before we get up out of here today?
Hey, I really would like to talk about how my body been falling apart since January 13th, 2024.
Work on your.
You want to be old so bad.
Yeah, I know. Work on your core.
No. Leslie, since January 13th. My neck went out, knee and back.
That's because your head big. Weighing your damn neck down.
No, listen. But it didn't go out in 38, though.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. My right knee still hurting from like something I did.
Hey, it's absolutely my right knee right now. Yeah. I'm over here dying. My left
that's
back
about
been
it though.
Hurting for
Other than
7 days.
crazy.
My back been hurting.
We'll go to physical therapy. You got a couple dollars. Go get your back stretched.
I got a deep tissue massage tomorrow, and I'm going to the chiropractor.
I ain't never been to a chiropractor, but I can tell you the massages is definitely needed. Like any type of recovery. I don't know. I don't. And I'm gonna tell you this.
Long as they come with a happy ending.
And I'm gonna tell you this, Trey, because I know we don't take it as serious, but we from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's one of the drunkest states I think it's number one drunkest city in the United States.
It got to be up there.
So we drink very Wisconsinly. We are heavy drinkers. Like your recovery, you stop that drinking, bro, because that's apropos for your recovery. Like you know what I mean. If that drinking does damn near irreversible damage to your body. Like it don't allow you to recover. It don't allow you to heal properly from your exercises. So you might have to cut back on
all of that. But I'm in a 6-week challenge for $1,000. So it won't be no drinking in 6 weeks.
Okay, well, like just try to make it a lifestyle.
Absolutely, because the drinking just destroys you. So.
Yeah. So
Trey, wait till you hit 40. Wait till these next couple years. Everything gonna hurt.
No, nothing gonna hurt at 40 because I'm not fucking around. How I feel right now, I ain't waiting that year. I'll be in the best shape of my life at 40.
Okay, I salute that.
I ain't playing no games, bro. My back hurt right now as we speaking.
That's funny, hilarious.
Right now, and I ain't doing nothing. I ain't doing nothing physical. Yeah, it's over.
Well, man, y'all pray for Trey and that his body don't fall apart, his back don't fall off, his back. Work on your core too, bro. Work on your core. That back, as you age, that back and your posture shit is everything. So I ain't got no aching pains. I'm blessed. My feet just hurt from that's some military shit though. So
and they big as shit.
Hey, ain't nobody ask you a motherfucking.
I'm just saying that might have something to do with it.
Ain't nobody
24.
Nigga got abnormally large feet. Of course, them bitches hurt.
Fuck you. But anyway,
he 8 feet. He better have some big ass feet.
Right.
You know the crazy he look with little feet.
Right.
Hey,
putting all my personal business out there. Y'all stupid as hell, man. But I see they clearly don't have anything else to add. So, hey, listen, man, we appreciate each one of y'all for tuning in. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Go on the Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts at. Download the show. That helps us grow. Also, we got merch available. We got some new merch. We got some swag out there, too. We got some new merch at unlabeledmerch.com. Y'all can go there and find that. The link will be in the description of this podcast and on the YouTube channel. So wherever y'all listen to this at, man, we thank you, appreciate y'all. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all here with us. And we will see y'all next week with another episode of Unlabeled. Peace.
Go Bucks.